Nice.
Ava Louise, you're on with Craig Carton and Evan Roberts here in New York City. How are you
Hi,
today?
guys.
How you
Good.
doing?
I'm good.
Are you feeling okay? Because I saw on Instagram you tested positive for COVID. Are you feeling all right?
I'm completely fine.
Good.
All right, let's walk through this story so we can put it out there. I guess let me go backwards first. You are COVID positive. You just took a test, within the last hour, I guess, yeah?
Yeah. Well, no, I took a test today, this morning.
Okay.
And so I don't know how long I've been COVID positive, but I am.
Got it. So, I mean, but the test results came back today, but you don't know when you contracted it, obviously.
No idea.
Okay, so
No idea.
you also just put out, Evan was just telling me.
Honestly, I probably got it on New Year's.
Okay. What were you doing on New Year's?
I mean, I was just out in New York.
Just doing your thing?
Yeah.
Got it. All right. Sex with anybody on New Year's? Were they got to worry about it, or what were we doing on New Year's?
What a forward question.
I mean, New Year's Day, I think we all know who I slept with.
Yes, we're going to get to that in a second. Yes. All right.
Yeah.
So the update of the story I'm being told is that Antonio Brown's lawyer just offered you $10,000 not to tell the story?
He's offered me $10,000 not to tell the story on Tuesday.
Did you counter and say, come on, 10,000? What are we doing here?
I had my business manager talk to him, and we said we would get back to him on that, but I don't think that they were really going to up the offer, because apparently to my business manager, the lawyer said, listen, we'd be really sad if this came out.
Right.
But, we'll give you $10,000 to make it not.
Got it. So they offered you $10,000 on Tuesday of this week to not do what you essentially did today. So it never got past $10,000, right? All right.
It never got past $10,000.
So
no. But I think I'm worth more than $10,000. I was personally insulted.
What was your number?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. What would have been the number where you're like, okay, you got it?
If they gave me $100K, I would have considered it.
But not guaranteed.
Huh.
And not guaranteed, because it's just I'm sorry, this story is just way too juicy.
For sure.
It's pretty juicy.
Okay, now let me ask you this question. I have to be fair about it. You did invent a story with the whole Kanye West thing last year. This story is legitimate, 100% factual, or is
Daily Mail couldn't run it unless it was legitimately 100% factual. I sent them mountains of evidence. If you look on the video, Daily Mail posted.
We read some of it. Yes.
I got to put it out there because it's part of your story.
The voice memos and everything else.
All right, so let's walk through this step by step, nice and slowly, okay? When does Antonio Brown first reach out to you?
He first reached out to me in 2018. I was I think I was 19 or 20 at the time, but I felt weird and I wanted him to think I was older. So I lied and said I was a grad student at Rutgers, but I wasn't really a grad student because I was young when he reached out. And then we had on and off communication after that for the past 4 years.
But never physically saw each other?
Never physically saw each other. The first time he texted me was on New Year's 2021.
All right, so New Year's, that was a year ago.
No, you mean a couple of...
A year ago.
Oh, a year ago.
Okay. So the DMs start, and do they immediately become sexually forward, or is it kind of kind of cheeky at first?
Yeah, he got pretty sexual pretty fast. He was asking me if I was a porn star or something when I was in college, and I was just what? And he was just you look like you could be. You have a fat ass, and I was like, thank you.
Okay, that's a compliment, Evan.
Yeah, no, I figured that.
Sometimes I got to walk Evan through this slowly. That is a compliment in the Instagram model
I've
world.
never said that, so to me, it's new to me.
We say it all the time in my house.
Gotcha.
All right, so but you don't physically see each other, and then fast forward to a couple days ago, right?
Yeah.
And so Saturday night, at some point, your phone buzzes, and it's Antonio Brown saying what?
Okay, so I am getting ready to go out hang out with my friends. We're going to go to the club. And I get a phone call from a Florida number because I had not had saved Antonio Brown's number. I didn't save it.
Okay.
It was just in my phone. And so I didn't answer it, and I texted, who's this? And I went to go text, who's this? And I saw that it was Antonio Brown because he texted me AB the first time he ever texted me, so I know it was him.
Okay.
And then I texted back. I'm like, hey, what's up? And he tells me he's at the Westin in Jersey City, which is like literally a 7-minute walk from my apartment.
Got it. So that's just dumb luck.
Yeah.
All right. So at that point, he's like, come on over. I'm lonely. I want to see you. Let's get it on. That kind of thing, yeah?
Well, I wasn't sure I was going to go see him because I wanted to go out with my friends. I really wanted to hang out with my friends and stuff like that. And he started sending me voice memos, and they were just so funny. He was like, I want to put you in a frog position, you heard? And I was like, what the fuck?
All right, now let me just say, we're on the radio, so there's certain words we can't use.
Okay.
No, we're all good. So I've not heard the voice messages, but just to be clear, one of the things he said to you, I want to get this right, is, I want to put you in the frog position, you heard?
And then he said, I want to put you in that butterfly stance, come get a bonus, implying he was going to give me money. And I was like, I'm not going to let someone pay me for sex.
So are you, like, at that point, are you offended? Are you like, I'm not a whore. I like having sex. I'd probably have sex with you, but I'm not doing it for the money. Is what
I just was like, what? Like, I wouldn't go to have sex for money. Like, I have an OnlyFans, yes.
Like, you do sexual things for money. You just don't sleep with guys for money is what you're saying, right?
Yeah, no, that's just like, you know what, that's too dirty
Well,
for me.
by the way, I apologize if I'm ignorant to this. Are those real positions that you had heard of them before Antonio suggested them?
It comes from the Kama
Absolutely
Sutra.
not. I've never heard of that before.
Never heard of it. Okay, makes me feel
so
better.
he wants the
And it's
frog
like, listen,
position, and he
What?
wants the frog position, and he wants the butterfly position, in which you can earn a bonus.
That's what I was told, and I just thought it was so funny.
It's funny.
I was just like, I have to go. Like, I have to see what this is about.
So that convinced you. The oddness of the positions was where you were like, I gotta go. Forget my plans with my friends.
Yes, I screen recorded the voice memos and sent them to my friends, like my guy friends who love football. And I'm like, do I go? And they're like, you have to for us. And I was just like, okay. Because I'm not like a groupie. I don't go sleep around with rappers, and I don't go hook up with football players. Like, I don't do that. Like, I just date regular guys.
Like, who's the most famous guy before Antonio Brown you've ever slept with?
Well, I used to hook up with Vinny from Jersey Shore.
Well, but so did half of Jersey City, to be fair.
Exactly. And then I hooked up with Mike Malak, Logan Paul's friend.
Yeah, I know Mike,
And,
yep.
Yeah, he cheated on Lana Rhodes with me, and that was the whole scandal.
Yes. Oh, you were the girl that he cheated on Lana with. I got you. Okay.
Yes, I'm the girl he cheated on Lana with, so that happened. And so otherwise, it's like hasn't been anyone else. Like, I haven't really slept with famous guys. There's a lot of famous guys in my DMs, but I'm kind of I just kind of have like boyfriends and like monogamous things. Like, I believe it or not, though this is a very juicy and promiscuous story, I'm actually not that bad.
Okay. All right. So you say.
I'm being honest.
Well, I don't know. I mean, you did steal Mike from the hottest porn star on the planet, so.
Well, that's because my head game is really good.
Got it. Fair. I'll explain that to Evan later on. That's fine. You can leave that alone. Evan, I'll explain it to you off the air, okay?
It was so good it made Antonio Brown quit the NFL.
All right, so walk us through. You get to the hotel, and most of those guys are on secured floors, meaning you need a key card. If not to get to the floor, even to get the elevator to work. You walk in now. Are you dressed like really like skanky, or are you dressed
I
like
was
conservatively?
I had like a bodysuit on, like a cat suit, and like a denim jacket and some Dior sneakers. Like, I just.
All right, so
like,
nothing where you would have been like, oh boy, who ordered her? That wouldn't have been the case, right?
No, that wasn't the case.
How did he sneak you in?
Hang on, we're getting to it, Evan, step by step.
I'm so fascinated by
Just
that.
write down head
So
game.
this
I'll
is how I
explain
did
later.
it. I
Yes.
call him. I'm like drunk because I was pre-gaming while I was doing my makeup to like go to the club with my friends. I'm drunk
Okay.
off this like, I don't know, champagne that Rick Ross sent me a while ago it was old and I was chugging it. I'm like, I can't go hook up with Antonio Brown sober. So I'm really wasted. And so I am just like drunk and bold. So I see a bunch of people going in the elevator and I just hop in and I see some guy scan his card and I hit the 6th floor.
God, so you just kind of melded into another group. No one thought otherwise. Bang, you're on the 6th floor. And then I assume you're texting Antonio or calling him to let him know you're in the hotel, yeah?
Yes. Well, I called him to let him know I was in the lobby. He was like, "Oh, I have to figure out how to sneak you in. There's security." And I'm drunk, so I'm like, whatever. So I go up to the 6th floor, sneak on the 6th floor. There's a big sign that says it's like the Bucks like floor and everything like that.
Right.
And if you look in the article, like there might be a picture of the sign. I don't know, but there's like a sign saying it's the Bucks floor, saying that like Tom Brady's on the 2nd floor, and like where they go for like training and stuff like that. I don't know.
Did you
and I
think?
tried looking.
Did you think of going to the 2nd floor to check out Tom Brady, or were you fully committed to seeing Antonio at this point?
We were fully committed with Antonio Brown.
Gotcha.
God. All right, so.
But so
go
I
ahead.
look and there's a security guard sitting there at a desk with like all this football information, all this stuff, and I was like, uh-oh. So I called Antonio and I was like, what room again? And he was like 611. So I'm just on the phone with him, like, be right there. I just walk past the security guard. Security guard just looks at me, sees me go in the room.
Wow.
And that was that.
Okay, now you walk into the room. Antonio Brown has clothes on. He's naked. What's he wearing?
He has clothes on. All I
And-
see on the floor is his suitcase. The one that when I saw the photo of him leaving the stadium, I was laughing because that was the exact suitcase I saw on his floor.
Got it. And
Yeah.
he starts talking to you right away about something big's going to happen tomorrow, or that's
He was just like off. Like I genuinely was like, this guy has to be drunk after like the voice memos and everything like that. And I was drunk, so I was just asking him all kinds of questions. So I'm like, who are you playing tomorrow? The Jets? You're definitely going to beat the Jets.
right.
And then we were just like talking, and he was just like, yeah, tomorrow's going to be crazy. Like, I want another Super Bowl. We're going to the playoffs. The playoffs are soon. Like, I'm hype, all this stuff.
So when he's talking about doing something crazy, he's just talking
It's not
about we're
football.
going to kill the Jets. Like he's not thinking this was
Well,
going to
he
happen.
told me he's good. He was telling me. Well, then I was just like, he's like, oh, you're really brave for walking past security like that. Like most girls would be weird about it and they get scared. And I was looked at him and I'm like, I'm crazy. I told him that I'm crazy.
Got it.
And he looks at me and he's like, yo, you don't know how crazy I am. Just wait till tomorrow. I'm going to get you tickets.
So it's like a crazy convention.
Yes. It was
He's
you put
crazy.
two insane people. I mean, I licked the toilet seat. Like, obviously
Yes.
insane.
You probably, I just wonder, you regret that or you don't regret that?
I don't regret that at all. Do you know how much money that made me?
How much money did that make you?
I've made since I licked a toilet seat like $500,000.
That's the best lick you ever did in your entire life.
Did you end up,
Literally, I have no shame. Like I've sold my soul to the devil for this clout lifestyle.
so-
did you get COVID from the toilet seat or no? What was the end
No.
result of that?
No,
so
she
you
got
didn't,
it
get it from, you didn't get it from that, but you got it from New Year's Eve a couple of days ago.
That's right.
I
Okay.
mean, COVID's a little different now. Well, how are you
Sure.
gonna get COVID from licking a toilet seat that I cleaned? Like,
Okay, now let's
You know what
get
I'm
down to
saying?
what happens.
got
So now you guys are, and you know what's going to happen next. We're getting naked. We're having sex with Antonio Brown.
well, like
And
I had to initiate it. It was like he was just like talking to me about like his fake vax card in COVID and how
Oh.
COVID's bullshit.
What
Yeah,
did he-
okay, just no cursing if you don't mind.
What did he say about the fake vax card?
Yeah.
He was talking about like, oh, like I was like, yeah, I saw your fake vax card scandal, and he was just like, yeah, like the NFL rules for COVID are stupid. Like all the players aren't vaccinated. Like you have no idea. None of
Whoa.
us care about COVID.
So did he admitted that he had the fake vax card, or
Yes,
he did?
And he's saying a lot
Yes.
of the league has it too, right?
yes.
So here's what's interesting is that you're not just a run of the mill gal looking for a good time. Like you're a bit of a sports fan enough to know the story about him and who he was.
Yeah, I mean, obviously.
Right. Okay. So
I wasn't. It's just like I obviously knew who he was. I knew the situation.
right.
I didn't plan on exposing him or like.
Well, we're
telling
gonna get.
people
Hold
that
on.
I
Stop
hooked up
there.
with.
We're gonna get to that part. There's a story arc here. I want to go step by step.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Okay.
now he's just boring you with conversation. You're both drunk, or you're drunk at least. He may not be. And you're like, I don't really want to talk anymore. I want to get busy. So you initiate the sex. Yeah.
I just started making out with him.
Got it. Okay.
And then the first time we didn't even have sex because, like I said, my head game's really good.
Got
so
it.
it was
Okay,
like
fair
30
enough.
seconds.
So 30 seconds. That was it.
That's it.
And he filmed it.
Well,
Okay.
so the film
Evan.
thing, was that initiated by him or you, the
It
whole
was
filming?
initiated by him.
So you start doing that sexual act. He decides to film it, and it ends very quickly because you're very good at it.
Yes.
Got it. Now, how long until you could initiate a second sexual encounter with him?
He wanted to go to sleep. He's like, let's go to sleep. I was like, what?
That's it?
Okay, well, that's most
Yes,
men, to
I
be
was
fair.
like, oh my God. And then he was like, wait, let me see the video. And he played the video, and that excited him enough for a round 2.
Okay.
Good thing you took that video, right?
So, round 2, at any point during round 2,
That
does-
also lasted only about 30 seconds.
So Antonio Brown is not good in bed, is what I'm hearing.
I mean, it was good. It just wasn't long. And then I looked at him and he said that, you know what, it's fire too. And that's why
Got
it was
it.
only 30
I
seconds.
totally understand.
Yeah.
I'll explain to you
Yeah,
off the
that
air.
one you
Evan.
need to explain to me, Chris.
No, I'll explain to you off the air.
Thanks,
At
pal.
any point, did we experience the frog thing or the butterfly thing or no?
No.
No. Okay. That's one
No.
thing. I want to make sure we got that. So you guys get it on twice. He's definitely going to go to bed after the second time, and that's it. You roll out, and that's it.
Well, he told me to spend the night. He's like, you want to go to sleep, babe? And I was just like, sure. And he's like, he keeps playing like highlights of him playing on his phone and stuff. It just keeps playing on
And
and
was
off.
that
and he was like,
was that turning him on, or he just
I
wanted
don't
you to see
know
it?
what that was doing. And he
He's
starts
like,
playing the highlights. And then he was like mumbling in his sleep and like talking in his sleep. And he's like, I'm going to give you tickets tomorrow, baby, so you can come see what I'm going to do tomorrow. And I was just like, okay. I never got the tickets, by the way.
How long did you stay there until you rolled out?
I was probably in bed with him for like 30 minutes. And then I woke him up. And I was like, listen, because he told me, he's like, we got to wake up early tomorrow. Like, I got a meeting with Brady at like 7 a.m. And I'm like, I'm wasted. I don't want to wake up that early.
Right.
I was like, ugh. So I'm like, I think I'm going to go, babe. And I roll him over and I'm just like, I'm going to go. And he kisses me goodbye. And I'm like drunk. And I like put my body, like it's like a one piece, like bodysuit thing
Yeah.
that I was wearing, the cat suit. I put it on inside out because I just wanted, like, I didn't even realize.
So like the
I'm
walk
dr-
of shame times a million. Like was the security guard still there when you walked out?
Yes. The security guard was there when I walked out. He started laughing.
He knows.
He was like, yo, Antonio's fast. What's that all about?
Yeah,
So-
basically.
So you walk out, the walk of shame, you're inside out, you leave the hotel, and you think nothing, and that's it. It's over. Done game, right?
Yeah, I was just done. And I just like FaceTime my friends. Like, you wouldn't believe what I just did.
Nice.
So he took
I was just like, and then I just like went to bed, and like all my friends knew and everything, and that like all my guy friends, they were like, Ava like smashed Antonio Brown last night.
Yeah, they're
And
so
then-
proud of you.
And then I get a phone call from my friend Andrew. He's like, what did you do to him?
based on the next day.
You effed him crazy is what you did.
And I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, turn the game on. So I turned the game on, and it's Antonio shirtless running off the field. And I was just like, damn, like I knew that I drove men crazy, but I didn't think I drove them this crazy.
Do you think that the true story isn't Bruce Arians or play calling or injuries, that the true story is that maybe that did cause him to go crazy on Sunday?
Yes, I think that I did cause him to go crazy because I'm
You're very
really
special.
fun.
You have a magical vagina.
I
That's
do.
what it is. You have a magical vagina. Your
Yeah, like
vagina
anytime-
drove him crazy. It's your fault.
You did it. You broke Antonio Brown.
I know. If they want to send me into any of the NFL games now to like take out a team that they don't like everyone for their fantasy leagues,
You
like
should
Yes.
make a plastic mold of it and start selling
Yes.
it, just like Lana did. And you make lots of money.
Josh Allen this weekend. Go ahead. Target established.
The vagina that ruined Antonio Brown. Da, 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 da.
Yep.
All right, so
but
now
it gets
hold on.
even better. It
Go
gets
ahead.
even better
Oh.
because I text him.
Right.
I text him. I'm like, why did you just run off the field? And he says, you see me, baby? I sit back. I'm like, why did you just run off the field?
Yeah.
Like, why? I was like, you look sexy doing it, but why? And all he said back was, you see me, baby.
You see me. Now, here's what's interesting. Did he call you for a ride when he was waiting for the Uber to show up?
Oh my God, no, but that would have been funny.
That would be
would've
great.
been.
That
If-
was the jokes all my friends are making. Like the video of him that got like sent around of him in the Uber. All my friends are screenshotting and being like, Antonio Brown on his way to Ava's.
Yeah, that would have been awesome. Now, here's the thing. So now, fast forward to today. Why did you decide to put this story out there, other than for the obvious attention you're going to get, which is good for your brand and good for you to make money? Is there any other reason to do it?
No.
Honestly, I love it.
Oh, no, it gets better because Antonio Brown just called me.
When?
Right after the story broke, he called me and I didn't answer.
Go ahead.
He DM'd me on Instagram.
Saying?
And I'll read you the DM.
Yeah, what
read us the DM. Go ahead.
At 4:42 p.m. Damn, that's who you was, huh? Okay.
So
I say back. I saw an opportunity and ran with it, babe. No hard feelings. Still love you. Heart emoji. At least it's a sexy story.
Look at you. Look at you.
Did he respond to that, by the way?
No.
He was typing, but he didn't respond because I'm sure, his reps and everyone were like, this is not the girl to respond to.
Do you expect at some point, maybe not next week, that he'll reach out again and maybe you guys will hang out again? Or do you think that's the last you've seen of him?
You know what? The fact that he was bold enough to message me after clearly shows he doesn't hate me. So
you
maybe
have
we
a
could
magical vagina.
I mean, it's really good. I've never had any complaints.
Right. He's at some point you're going to sleep with him again because that's where it's going.
Who has the video, by the way?
Maybe.
Was it him who took the video or you that took the video?
It was him. He grabbed my phone. He's like, you got OnlyFans. I'm like, yeah, obviously. Like, look at my body. I have, like, big boobs and a big ass. Like, you think I wouldn't? And
so have you put any of the video out there yet? Or are you saving it for OnlyFans?
Everyone's going to have to subscribe to find out.
Can you send it to our producer real quick, just so we can review it for you?
Yeah, not for free.
Damn it!
Nice try.
What if we have an agreement that we won't send it to anybody else?
That doesn't matter.
She's smart.
I'm sure
I respect
it. It'll be leaked eventually.
Talking to Ava Louise, she's the gal that slept with Antonio Brown the night before the Jet game, the night before he went crazy. He was very, very quick, 2 times with her. 2 different acts, but it did not last very long, which is really the story here. And then we find out today that you have COVID. So,
yes. Oh, wait. You know what's even funnier? After I sent him the tapes, I sent him the tapes, and I was like, last night was fun, and he said I was a beast in bed.
Wait, hold on. He said you were a beast in bed?
Yes.
Oh, I thought he was referring to himself.
He was not referring to himself. He said you were the beast.
Yes.
Look at you. So then you put that on a resume, I think, right?
I think so.
No doubt.
Well,
now
congrats.
you should be Ava Louise, beast in bed.
Beast in bed, according to all pro wide receivers.
Yeah.
I mean, according to any man that's ever slept with me, yes.
Okay.
Look at you.
I mean, Mike Malak only lasted 30 seconds, too.
Has anyone ever lasted longer than 30 seconds with you?
Only if they were, like, on a lot of, like, blow.
Got it. Got it. I told you, it's magical. It is a magical thing you have there. And it's your moneymaker, right? It is now. So
now it is.
This is fascinating to me. So where do you think things stand right now with you and Antonio Brown? Or you and do the Tampa Bay Buccaneers know that you're COVID positive?
No, but now they do.
Now they do for sure. So now they get tested anyway, but every guy in that locker room has got to worry that they were close to Antonio Brown.
Yeah, and you also said earlier that Antonio Brown kind of admitted about the fake vax card, said, boy, you don't even know. And I admit, I'm asking this as a fan, hoping it's true. Did he tell you that Tom Brady has a fake vax card? Did he say that or no?
No, he didn't. He didn't really say anything about Brady. I think we were talking about the players and stuff, and he was like, yeah, Brady's great. Because I was telling him, he was like worried they weren't going to beat the Jets or something. I'm like, you have Brady and you have Gronk, and you're such a good player.
Antonio Brown was worried that the Buccaneers weren't going to beat the Jets. Is that true?
For good reason.
Damn right.
But there's a lot to unravel here. He told you that the vax card was fake, and a lot of guys have fake vax cards.
And he said that no one cares, and I was like, yeah, and I was just like, I don't really care about COVID either, because like I was out partying on New Year's.
Right.
That's a big story, though, don't you think?
Yeah, I think this whole thing's a big story. I love it.
Well, yes.
Not only that, Ava. Here's what's interesting. Did he shower before he left the room? Do you know, or do you have no idea?
I have no idea. I doubt it.
Yeah. And what kind of rooms do they stay in? Normal, like boring, no frills rooms, or like a suite?
He had like it was like a king room.
But nothing
I,
crazy, right?
In order to prove to Daily Mail that it was a true story, I had to Google it and compare the photo I had in bed with him with the photo of the hotel room. So.
Well, I respect the Daily Mail for that. They want to. This is a scandalous story. They want to make sure you're not.
Obviously, they
BSing.
needed to make sure it was true,
Sure.
so I gave them everything.
There
That
was-
they were without a doubt 100% sure.
Let me ask you
And then
this: Did he say anything to you that night about his ankle hurting?
No, nothing.
Nothing. Oh.
So he's lying about the ankle.
Yeah.
I think he is because he said he was just all hyped to play.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
This is
Nothing
great.
about his ankle, and he was
Nothing.
walking around the room with me fine. He brought me in the room, he seemed fine.
Were you?
Nothing, because I asked him, he's like, yeah, you have to come see me play tomorrow. And it's if you have a hurt ankle, why are you telling this girl
Right.
that you're going to play tomorrow?
Right. And he doesn't seem all that mad with you right now, other than saying, I can't believe that's the kind of girl you was.
But, all you have to do is Google me.
Right. To be fair, you've become famous being that girl.
Yeah, it's come on.
You're not the girl to sleep with if you don't want people to know. That's right.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I became famous because, the thing is, it was the Mike Malak situation when he cheated on Lana. I didn't tell anyone. Mike and Lana told Twitter, and that's how I got dragged into it.
Yeah. Have you seen Lana since then, or no?
No, I haven't. But I'm friends with plenty of other porn stars, so it's
No,
fine.
I just wonder, if it would be ugly between you guys, if it come to blows, or if she's over it.
I
That's
don't
all.
think so, considering she's pregnant with another man's baby.
Oh, is that right? Nice.
Yeah.
It's not mine, by the way.
Good to know.
Just so in case you thought it might be. Well, this is a fan. I really appreciate you sharing your story with us today.
Of course.
Yeah, and we have your number, so let's stay in touch and see how this all plays out. And maybe we'll call you again tomorrow just for a recap, because I'm sure the next couple hours are going to be crazy now that you've done this interview, and we appreciate it.
I mean, yeah, I'm sure it's going to be huge.
It's going to be.
soon.
It is. It's going to be even bigger than you ever thought, because now it's out there. And is there any other part of the story you feel like we didn't ask you about, or you haven't told us about yet? Did he do anything kinky or weird, or want to bite you, or do anything weird
No,
sexually?
it was so boring.
It was boring and quick.
I mean, it was 30 seconds. There's only so much you
Yeah.
can
Oh,
do.
isn't there a part of you that's you called me up here for that? That's it?
I was kind of just okay. I was surprised. I was damn, because he was talking crazy over the messages. I was
bet.
okay.
You probably weren't surprised after the first act, because as you've said, your game there is dynamite. But you're probably
Amazing.
surprised the second time that it happened, that it went so fast, I imagine.
Well, I mean, considering that he had already finished,
Right.
I thought he would have some stamina.
You would think.
But no.
Logic would tell you
You
that,
would
yeah.
think the second time,
Yeah.
he's going to be a stallion.
Sure.
Yeah.
I would have thought you would have been worn out the second time.
Same.
Yeah. But he did think that you were a beast. So, again, that's your new thing, your calling card, I guess.
I guess that's what he thought, but it's just I already knew that. I already knew that going into it.
And
She already
you've been-
knew.
And how many followers do you have now between TikTok and the gram and all that stuff?
Well, on the gram, I have 371,000. And on TikTok, my TikTok used to have 700,000, but then I got deleted.
Okay, and how many people you got on OnlyFans?
8,000, but I'm sure that's going to change very soon.
And they all 8,000. Would they pay a monthly fee, or they pay a per video fee?
Well, I have a free page and I have a VIP page.
Got it. So can you make 7 figures this year on that?
I hope so.
So $1 million a year, just letting people see your thing. That's not bad.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I just I have nice boobs, so
Now,
it's works out well.
You have in your possession the video of you and Antonio, right?
Yeah.
Because he filmed it, but he filmed it on your phone.
Yes, and he told me explicitly to sell it.
He told you
so
to sell it.
so you feel like he's already given you approval. You don't even have to
good.
worry
He
about what he
already
thinks.
told me.
Yeah.
He said, film this. Oh, wait, I have a DM from him. Wait, this is going to be great.
Go ahead, hold on. Here we go. Breaking news. Antonio Brown has just DM'd Ava
On
Louise.
December 30th, 2020, Antonio Brown said, link up, let's record, catch vibes. So he's been wanting to record for over a year.
So he's wanted to film you guys getting it
The
on together for
consent
over a
is
year.
there from
Yes.
Antonio Brown to,
I think
hey,
so.
record it and release it and do what you got to do.
Yeah. So in your experience, and this is your world, not ours, how much do you think, even if it's a 30-second video, whatever it really is, How much do you think that's worth?
I could probably make $100K if I really want to.
Nice.
But it just all depends on when I want to drop it. Like if I want to do that to him, I don't want
Sure. Well, he gave you
He
permission
agreed to it. I don't even think you should feel bad about it now. He said, go do it.
I think
He did tell me to go do it,
Yeah.
so I might
Here's what
have
I
to.
think you do. I think you have to do it the night of the Super Bowl.
Oh my God, that's a great idea.
Yeah, I think leading up to it, maybe you give like little 3 or 4 second clips just to tease people
That's
a bit.
half the thing.
I
And
think
then-
I have to go to the Super Bowl now. Like I have
I think
to
you may have to go to L.A., no doubt about it. And I think
I have
you
to
go
go.
on all the radio stations out there, and then you say, listen, the Super Bowl starts at 6:20. At 6 p.m. Eastern Time, I will drop the entire video.
You don't
Bang.
think halftime? You go
No.
right pregame?
No, because the American public wants to watch Dre and Eminem and Snoop and all that.
You don't want to
so-
compete with that.
No.
Okay, fair enough.
So you do it at 6 o'clock Super Bowl Sunday. You drop the video. Bang.
I think that's a great idea.
You're welcome.
And he doesn't even want to cut. Don't
I don't
worry.
want nothing. I want to see it, but I don't want to see it.
He's Antonio Brown. He makes how much money? I think he's fine.
I think he's fine too. All right, so listen, we'll reconnect with you tomorrow. We'll see how today goes. All right.
All right. Sounds
And
good.
last thing, what's next for you? Any idea? I know you didn't see this one coming, but what do you think happens next?
I never see any scandal of mine coming. They just
Fair
fall
enough.
into my lap. What's next is I'm just going to keep getting hotter, and I'm going to party a lot this summer, and we'll see what happens. What
I think
next
that is
scandal falls into my lap.
And where are you from originally?
I'm from New Jersey, which makes a lot of sense, doesn't it?
Listen, I think you have a great plan. I think that's
Yeah.
I think that is the plan. Get hotter, do more videos, make more money, and enjoy life even more than you already are.
That's
Fantastic
exactly
plan.
it. I mean, we'll see what opportunities come to me. I think that I deserve a podcast or a reality show or something, considering it's been 4 consecutive years of Ava dropping giant bombs on the internet.
Bombs. All right, kiddo. We'll reconnect tomorrow, okay?
Sounds good.
All right, be good. Take care.
Bye.
All right, let's take a quick break. Let's unravel all that.
There's a lot to unravel right there. A lot going on there, man. Woo.
Wow, I don't like Wag Wednesday. Yeah, okay. Yeah, there you go. And that's the benefit of Wag Wednesday, right there paying dividends. Good job, Tommy. Well done, sir. That is
Tommy,
awesome.
Hey, Tommy. Excellent work. Seriously, because we said on the air, hey, why don't you get her on?
Go get it.
Within
Get it
like
done.
5 minutes, you said I got it.
All right,
You've
let's
grown up before our eyes, bro.
let that kind of sink in.